Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Making sure the volume's okay here. Niels Feijen versus Hank Leinen. Test, test, test. I know it's working when I talk, but I went to listen. I know there's about a 45-second delay. 30 to 45, yeah. So. Test, test, test. If someone's out there, you got my number, let me know. This is Jerry. Let me know if it's, I got it on here. Oh, we got Dan. Dan can hear me. Thanks, Dan. From Florida. Hope you hit him good on the golf course today. Is the volume okay, Dan? We're going to start here shortly. Looks like it froze up. That thing freeze up? No, it's good. Volume is solid. Okay, that's right. Thanks, Dan. Hope you hit him good on the golf course there, buddy.
Microphone check, microphone check. Hey, everybody, this is Mark Weaver, just touching in real quick. We're going to be going live here with the match to kick it off anyways in about 10 minutes. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you hit that share button, hit that like button. Let's get this all over the internet. Tank the Tank. Niels Feijen coming up, a race to 15. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Thanks again for everybody for tuning in. Hey, everybody. This is Mark Weaver live at Sierra Sportsbar. Doing the commentary tonight with Mr. Jerry Johnson. We'll also have Noah Blue Sky hop in and maybe a couple other people as well. This is an exhibition match against the local junior phenom, a VNAA Juniors National Champion, many other titles as well. Hank the Tank Leinen against Niels Feijen, a multi-Moscone Cup MVP. And I was telling Noah beforehand that we don't have enough time. We'd have to make this a race to 100 to go over all the events that he's won. The list just goes on and on and on. And Noah told me that he's going to Philadelphia, I believe, next to the Expo to defend. So Jerry's making an announcement right now.
We have Niels Feijen from the Netherlands. Let's give him a round of applause.
And they're
all the way over here to play Hank the Tank. Leinen, right out of Sierra.
That's Jerry Johnson right there in the front.
Slate players in Sierra Sportsbar and the pool player perks credit card coming soon. They got a race to 15. Alternate breaks. WNT rules. It is live streamed. You can go back on YouTube tonight and watch that. We got it on the TVs throughout the building. And after the match is done, I'm sure Niels will sign some autographs, talk to you guys, and see if he has time for a couple of challenge matches. I don't know if he's got to go or not, but maybe some challenge matches. Get your money out because he's going to get after it. All right. So what we got here is $1,000 to the winner and $400 to the second place player. What was that? Not loser, second place. All right. Take a leg for break.
Lagging for the break here. We're getting started here, ladies and gentlemen, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. This is an awesome event, Race to 15, World 9-Ball Tour rules, so the 9 will be on the spot for the break. And it looks like Niels will win the leg, and we're going to get going here.
Niels is a world champion, by the way.
Multi-Moscone Cup MVP, 2013, 14, and 15, the MVP of the Moscone Cup. Again, we don't have enough time to go over all the victories that he's had, but this is awesome. The Terminator and Hank the Tank. Race to 15. It's almost like a movie, the Terminator against the tank. Oh, Jerry, I don't think you're on.
Test.
There we go.
Just pop back on. All right.
So here we go. This is exciting stuff. Race to 15. Hunter in the house. Hank's brother coming to support him. All kinds of people situated around the table. Race to 15. Niels breaking. We are underway, folks. Try to get that one in the side. Rattles out. Looks like the one will go up in that upper right corner by the 3-ball. And if Hank can connect with that one in that upper right corner, the rack is sitting pretty open for him. It's really a good way for him to get a start right here. Yeah, that one has plenty of room to go up there. It looks like, it has plenty of room to go up there. So the 2 is sitting nicely for the side pocket. 3's right there. And then the 4 will go down in the lower right corner with a couple rail shape, 2 rail shape, getting up on the 5. This is a really, really nice layout for Hank to get rolling here. Oh, and he rattled the one up in the corner. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be trouble. We got Jerry trying to figure something is going on with the other mic in the headset right now. Not real sure, but I'll stick with the match here. Niels on the 1-ball, upper right corner. Again, the 2 sitting right in front of the side pocket. So he's just got to bring this cue ball back out. Got a nice little bump into the 8 there. So the 2 goes in the side, 3 will go in the upper right corner. And suddenly the rack that was laying there so well for Hank to take advantage of is switched over to Niels. And it looks like when he finishes up, it'll be a 1-0 lead. That was a tough shot, though. It was a little bit of a back cut on that one. I play on this table quite a bit, And that corner on this table is one of the tightest corners on the table, tightest pockets. We play a lot of one pocket on here. There's a lot of ring games that happen at tournaments. So not surprising if you're going to hang a ball, it'll be in that upper right corner on your screen there. Coming around nicely around that 7. 5 leads to the 6. He can go across the table and take the 6 in the same pocket. Or he can roll this in gently and get a nice angle on the 6 to come back down table for the 7. And he really did his little cue ball movement as possible.
Test. Did it go there, Mark?
They're there, Mr. Jerry Johnson in the house.
I think we got it. There's something with this connection. I got to check on that tomorrow.
So Niels again on the 6 here. Just got to bring it down. I wonder if he's going to go to the right corner or the left corner pocket. Looks like he's going to play it for the left corner pocket.
Yeah, 2 rails. Now he's going into the shot.
Natural two rail shape, comes right along the line. Looks like that 7, the angle on the 7, looks like the cue ball is going to come down table, but it seems like he's going to draw back and play the 8 in the side. He was doing a couple draw shots when they were warming up, and it looked like he might burn a hole in the cloth. It was taking off sometimes, like, wow. Such a pure stroke, you know.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's a hell of a nice guy. I mean, we were talking to him before, and he was very nice. He gave a lot of group lessons and private lessons while he was here.
Yeah, he's been busy while he's been here, Yep, he's been busy while he's been here. Noah said that before the match here that he requested some park day. I guess they went and just kind of unwound a little bit, went around the park, enjoyed some of the Minnesota outdoors. And
oh, good.
Probably can't be much different maybe than the Netherlands sometimes.
Yeah.
Probably the similar climate.
He probably brought the cold weather here.
So 1-0 and a race to 15. And this is winter breaks, right?
It is alternate
break. Awesome.
So we got 1-0 going to 15, everybody.
And this is, again, Jerry Johnson in the house here, CR Sportsbar. We're in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. If you look on your browser or your app, if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do. It doesn't cost you anything. Keeps you up to date on future matches. There's a ton of Scotch doubles matches that go on Friday nights here. Myself and Jerry, and I do a lot of the main commentary, but we have other people come in from time to time.
We actually have 2 matches this Friday, Mark.
And we have one on Sunday. And we have one on Sunday too. But
so if you're available, I need to know. Otherwise, I can try to.
Yep. And everybody out there, just hit that subscribe button on there. It'll keep you up to date on these matches. And I'll be in the booth over the weekend.
And then if things go right, it'll be the 17th then, and then the 24th will be the finals.
And that was it $600 entry Scotch or $700?
500.
500. Yep.
And it was let's see, 6,000 for first, 4,000 per second.
Jim, there is no spot. There's no spot. It's old school pool. Heads up. Now that one goes in the upper corner, and he can rub into that 6 with the cue ball, but I see that cue ball coming off that 6. It does kind of tendency go towards that side pocket. A player of his caliber probably, I don't know if he's going to shoot this ball, because there's a really good stop shot safe behind this too. Just kind of stop where the 1 is. And send that 1, 2, maybe 3 rails down to the bottom rail.
He could lock him up real good, but it looks like he's playing to. He's going to play it thin. It looks like. Yep. Oh no, he was playing safe, trying to lock on the 6. Now, before the stream was on, he was over there practicing some of these shots, and he don't have the speed down yet.
Sure.
It's new cloth, obviously, but he's used to new cloth, but it's not the Mizo cue ball, and that's a little different for him.
Yep.
So.
But you want to notice, too, the difference between an amateur, say me, of a 680 compared to a player of his caliber. I was looking at a stop shot on that.
Yeah.
Well, that cue ball gives distance between the 6 and 2, so it's not really going to be the safe that he's used to having to pull off on players.
Yep.
That's why he went into the rail with the cue ball and tried to snug up onto that 6. He was taking away that jump shot.
Yeah, they try to lock you on the ball.
Yeah, next level. Absolutely.
So think about it, Mark. If they lock you on a ball, a lot of times you got to go 2 and 3 rails to get out of it.
To get a kick, yep.
Yep.
In Minnesota now, stop shot in there, that's probably pretty safe for a lot of players.
Yep.
But this guy's won, MVP in 3 years in a row in the Moscone Cup and 2 other years. So he's seen it all, and he's had saves played against him where he's had to overcome.
So you're saying he's not nervous over there playing Hank right now?
I don't think he is. No. I'm probably one of the most nervous people in the room.
Look at this. Oh, yeah, he got him.
He got a cue ball behind the 7 there.
Now we got leagues are going tonight. We got players watching. You can't see the players watching on the right-hand side and behind the camera. We got a nice little crowd watching tonight. So if you
there's about
slide down, we do have room, but
about 30, 40 people over there.
On the live stream is good as well. So.
1-0. Hank's going to kick at the 1 ball. Now, if he can catch the upper edge of that 1, that cue ball will go up there behind that 6-2. Maybe not at that speed, though. And if that,
all right.
I don't think that 1, the 1 might go by that 8 ball in that corner there. I don't think he's going to shoot it, though.
If not, he can nestle up behind the 8.
I think so, yeah. Can nestle up between the 8 and the upper rail there.
Yep.
Or draw back and put the cue ball under the 6. Maybe Z-bank the 1 down to the lower end of the table. I do know that we're going to learn a lot from this gentleman here as far as how he plays this game. This is phenomenal.
Now, he might do challenge matches after this as well. So I don't know how long he wants to stay tonight, but yeah. So Mark, get your cue together.
I wonder what he does with 1 pocket, if he play a little bit of 1 pocket. I know I don't want to challenge him in straight pool. I was looking at his tournament wins, and he's got some straight pool wins there.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
Looks like he's coming on that bottom rail behind the 8.
Probably spot me 75 and 100 and still win. Yeah, he did do it. I was thinking he was going to do it.
He still don't have that speed down. See that?
Nope, a little bit off. I would bet probably in another handful of shots, so that's going to be dialed in. It's still a really good spot for the cue ball. If he does play me into some 1 pocket, that's where I intend to try to put him. But
let's take a look.
The cue ball will probably be where the 1 is instead. So. But Hank's in kind of a tough spot here. I think he can make the 1 in the lower left corner on your screen, though. I don't know if it's beneficial to make the ball. I might bank it up table and put the cue ball down behind the 4, somewhere in that area down there. Play another safety coming back. Kind of like that right there. Yep. That was my shot.
I think he can still see it. Tough to see from here.
Dan, there's probably, between everybody in the leagues and stuff like that, there's like 30 to 40 people, probably over 40. Thanks, Mike. Hey, we appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of league players are watching on the TVs. So
Mike Matic wanted to say thanks for putting this on.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. We got probably, I don't know, 100 people watching, 120.
Yeah, between the league players and then the ones crowded around the table. There's more and more coming in.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
If we look on the screen, we have What Now in Pool podcast on the bottom
yes,
left. We got Monticello Auto, and we got O'Keefe's Collision Auto Body and Paint. Them are the sponsors for this
event.
Look
at this shot. Yeah, we did a spot with Jerry, who's actually our first guest on that podcast late last fall, and he had alluded to the pool players perk card.
Yep.
And we did a little spot today with him and updated it with a few more updates about release date. Kind of, it's coming up on in the near future, real soon.
Yeah, we're real close now. It's a lot of legal stuff they're still trying to iron out. So
yep,
I get it. Anytime you're working with financials, let's see what Hank does here.
Ooh, rattle that
key
one
ball
out.
right there.
And that episode with Jerry will be out. I would expect sometime tonight or maybe tomorrow. So look for that on the Facebook page, What Now in Pool. And appreciate it if you go over there and hit the like button as well. It doesn't cost you anything. And there's a lot of episodes. Tony Piazza, Rich and Charlie Aarons, Ty Wilson, April Larson, Hank the Tank.
This thing keeps going in and out. I got to get this thing looked at, or another headset.
So he's going to kick at the 1. I wonder if he's going to probably try to stick the 1 there, or cue ball there, and then have the 1 come down table like that. Boy, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he did okay there.
I think he was trying to get the cue ball up in that area, though. Catch the top edge of the 1 and have the cue ball go up there, 1 over the lower left side rail, and then sit down to the bottom rail. So he pretty much hit it how he wanted. Just had a couple of balls run into each other.
Yeah, like we said, he's still getting used to the speed of that table, too. But I think we'll see some racks run tonight here, Mark.
Yeah, once they settle in, we'll start seeing some table runs.
Be big for Hank, though. He'll hold his composure.
Tough ball to hit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to hit and then hide that cue ball. He couldn't really see much of it. He might have been better kicking off that end row, but I don't. That was tough, too, because he only had a little bit of that one ball to see.
Yeah, he had a sliver.
Yep. Now, does that 2 go by the 6 in the upper corner? It looks
like it does.
Close.
Looks like it does.
That is that's a tight pocket on this table. Like I mentioned early this match, I would play a lot of one pocket in this table, and that's one of the toughest pockets on the table. We don't shoot in that pocket, but like in ring games and things like that.
These are 4 1/4, but the ones that Niels is used to playing is 4-inch.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
So to him, these are buckets.
Hey, Mike, I appreciate that, bud. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So, again, we're live at CR Sportsbar. It's in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, for those not real familiar with the area. And it is oft considered the mecca of pool in the upper Midwest.
So now, did you see where he put his cue? He wants to leave a nice little angle on this 3 ball. Come off that end rail down.
Oh, plenty of room for a guy like him in that pocket.
He didn't get up. He didn't get on where he wanted to get on that 3 ball. So now he's got to come a plan B.
Yeah, he's going to have to run with follow down below the 5, catch that left side rail, and then cue ball will end up down in the bottom rail. Probably want a little bit of an angle off that bottom rail, though. He might not even bump into the 5. I think he'll be able to stroke past it. Yeah, plenty of room.
Nice shot right there.
Makes it look so easy. Got natural shape to roll over that lower left side row. Take the 5. 6 is sitting up very conveniently up in the upper corner. Now take a look where the 7 is. Anywhere from that 6 on the right half of the table gives you perfect 3-rail shape to go after that 8 ball. I predict that you're going to see 3-rail shape on that off the 7 to get that 8 ball. That may be my amateur shape, but it's such a natural path.
Okay, yeah, this thing, remind me to get a new headset.
Yep. So now I think he's going to have to go with follow on this. Maybe go into the upper right side rail and bring the cue ball out. Or he may just go into the end rail.
I think end rail and out probably. Leave himself an angle, come around 2 rails, even hit 3 rails.
Yep.
3 rails, like you said.
See, if I go into that upper end rail, I always end up sticking up towards that. And he hit that really good, of course.
Yeah, that was perfect.
So he'll do my 3-rail shape off the 7. Perfect natural shape here.
One thing you want to notice, these top players, watch how many times that cue ball is around the center of the table.
Yep.
Take note of that throughout the whole evening.
And he did go and take a peek, just kind of getting the line on the 7, so isn't up there just firing away. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And a little bit of an angle on the 8. Now he can come back 2 rails, use the upper right side rail again and play the 9 in the lower corner. I predict he might even go and take the 9 in the side. Yeah, it looks like he's going to bring the cue ball back down towards the spot. 1, 2 rails that way. Nice. Cue ball right towards the spot. And that sits pretty good right there. So it'll be his break up 2-0.
All right, we got 2-0 Niels going to 15.
Thanks everybody in the chat on YouTube there tuning in. Make sure if you like the broadcast, to hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And also while you're at it, click and share that. Let's get some more people in there.
Well, let's
share
see.
Share it to all the groups.
They are racking the 9 ball on the spot.
Yep, World 9 Ball Tour rules. Yep.
WNT, yep.
And they usually play for the 1 ball in the side pocket, right? To pinch the 1.
Yeah, watch the cue ball come to the side rail and out, but they do try to push that 1 over there. Watch where the 1 ball goes now.
It's almost like a little bit of a cut break, right?
Yep.
So now he'll be going for the 1 in the left side pocket off the break. There
it went.
Look at this cue ball.
And
got away from him.
Cue ball.
Oh boy, here we go, Hank.
Kicked in.
It's time to lower that. What do they got? That lid that they on the tank. So you lower it and lock it in place, and then boom. Now's the time.
All right.
Here we go, Hank.
This will be a nice start for him here.
Yep, 4 to the 5.
I got Hank's dad in front of me.
5 and the 6 are right down by each other in the lower quadrant of the table. Be nice, nice and close to each other. 8 leads really nice, the 9 being close.
Yeah,
So the biggest transition, I think, will be from the 4 to the 5 here. And I predict that Hank will shoot that 5 in the lower left corner, play that 4 two-rail shape. Bring the cue ball back up into the middle of the table. Be kind of the same line that Niels did with the 7 ball in the last rack. Bring it out here. Now we might have to draw it straight back, which ain't a problem, or come down to the bottom rail and run straight up the table. A little bit more of an angle, I think you would have seen that 2-rail shape. He's going to come right down and back up. Shot. A little bit light, but
yeah, he come up with a little
workable.
light, Mark. A little light on that one.
Now the tendency on this too is that the cue ball, you don't want to get it away from you and go above that side pocket, but when you start hitting this with some inside to hold it, it makes this shot a little bit more difficult.
So we got Bob and Emily Reimer watch from Arizona.
And Hank hit that good.
Nice
hit that
shot.
ball good. Well done.
You hear me, Mark? Bob and Emily watching
Awesome.
from Arizona.
Thanks,
you for
Bob and
tuning
Emily.
in.
Always loyal viewers. We appreciate it. I wonder if he's going to flirt with that side rail by the 8 or hit it with some inside and come straight up the table. I think he's coming straight up to the left of the 9. Yep. Uh-oh, watch out.
Nah, he's all right.
Going to rub it? Yeah, he's going to rub it.
Oh, I thought he was going to
Yep,
slide by
he's
it.
gonna rub
Okay.
it. It had the wrong English going up that direction.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Arthur, it's live. Live. Started just around 6 o'clock. Now we'll see Hank put the 7 up in the middle of the upper end rail and try to get the cue ball down on this bottom rail.
Now that's
Nicely
a key
done.
shot right there. That the top pros, they definitely get behind that 9 ball,
Yeah.
and that's something that Hank's got to learn. And the players they're so good at putting a ball in between them when they do that.
Yeah, put a ball in between. But also, to Hank's credit, too, he did get him on the rail. That's
Yeah.
another good spot, too.
Yep,
You take away a
absolutely.
lot of the cue ball that way. Play in one pocket. You always try to get them on the rail when possible. It just takes away so much of the cue ball and limits what they can do. And I think Niels is going to do a one-rail kick. Nope, he's going to go after it this way. Thought he was lining above the 8 to kick at that. Which really wouldn't be a bad. It's kind of a safe play, too. See what he does here for a safety. Well, let's see how that speed is.
Yeah, he still don't have that speed down yet.
Still
See
a little
that?
bit light, yep.
You see where he's going with that. That 7's coming behind that 9 ball.
Yeah, and the 7.
He's starting to dial it in a little bit.
Well, if he hit it a little bit harder, that 7 would be right down in either behind the 9 or on the bottom rail.
Be down here, be separation.
Now, if I'm Hank here, I'm going to thin the left edge of that 7 and run the cue ball 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 rails up table, and just float the 7 gently. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh no, it ran into the 9. Uh-oh.
Hank's got to settle in a little bit, and then he'll be all right.
So now Niels will have to take the 7 in the right side. He can go up to the upper left side rail, or he can draw it over to the side rail and bring it across for the 8. I think he's going to go up table with the cue ball. It's kind of a natural upper left side rail, upper end rail, and then float over to the right side of the table for the 8 if he tries to make this ball. I don't see him holding back on this. So.
Yeah, he's looking to go left side rail.
Looking at 2 rails. It might make the 3rd rail, but I think this will just be 2 rail shape. Yeah, pretty certain this will end up 2 rail shape. It's going to come off that upper end rail right at that 8 ball in a perfect line. 1, 2. Oh, almost.
Yeah,
That might be good. He's a little bit short on his speed because if he hit that a little bit firmer, he's stuck behind that 9 ball.
Yep.
What a smooth stroke, huh?
Yeah. Definitely has a hell of a stroke, Mark.
It's a race to 15. And if he pockets this 8 and 9, it'll be Hank the Tank's break.
Now, everyone, I want everyone to take note, kind of watch how he sets at that cue ball, Mark. All them top pros set at that cue ball, and then they pull it back slow and smooth, you know.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So 3-0, race to 15. Again, live at CR Sportsbar in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. A lot of people over there now. They've been adding to the people watching. A lot of league players in there, too. Every table is busy, ain't it, for leagues?
Yeah, we actually had a couple teams go play down at Stooges tonight because so I could have some extra room.
Yeah, my team is on a bye tonight, too.
Yep, so that worked out good.
That helped out.
But, yeah, so we just moved a few things around. And
all right, here's Hank the Tank. He's going to play the same, trying to get that one ball in the left side pocket here.
Big break right here.
Came up a little bit short with the one.
Yep.
Oh, the 3 almost went, though. And if that 1 freezes on that rail, he might try to pocket that and run the cue ball into the 7, but I could see a safety coming. If you catch the right edge of that 1 ball with some right English, the 1 is going to go over to the left. It might even bump into the 2, but you can bring that cue ball 1, 2, 3, 4 rails and put it down there below the 4 and the 5 in the lower left corner. You have to catch the very edge, outside edge of that 1 ball, though, and that's what he's playing. Watch this, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 rails. Nope, 4 rail shape for the safety. 1, 2. Oh, he caught the 7, though, and he might get fortunate. Yeah, no, he's going to see the 1.
A shot,
yeah, he's going to see the 1. But that was the line he was doing. He's trying to come over to the lower left side rail and put the cue ball down below the 4 and the 5.
Yep. That was the shot. He's seen it, but he's still kind of getting used to the table, too. So
watch that magic rack move the cue ball.
Another thing I want you to notice with
I hope I didn't
is
just
watch how
jinx him.
still he keeps his head.
Mm-hmm. I hope I didn't jinx Hank on this. I hate shooting over the magic racks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Rattled up there.
Yep.
That was a tester of a shot, though. It'd be nice to get a couple easier ones to get the gears rolling a little bit, you know. Hasn't always had the best looks, not the easiest looks. That 1 ball on the very first rack, that back cut in the corner that he hung there, that was huge.
All right, he's got to settle in, but let's
he
see
has
what
to deal
Niels
with
does
the,
it.
he has to deal with the 8 and the 9. They're tied up.
Yep.
And the 4 is underneath the 5, which he's going to have to be way over on the left side, 1 diamond off that side rail, or down here on the bottom rail to get on the 5, get on the 4 to the 5. But he'll have to do something for sure with that 6 or the 8, 9. It looks like he's going to bring the cue ball down below the 8, 9. I wonder if he's going to go 1, 2 rails and try to bump into it. Is that a little flashy, or is that?
I think he just comes down, plays the 4. He's going to break the 8, 9 off the 5.
I think so, too. But he could go. There is a path to go 2 rails down to the bottom and go into the 8, 9. There's 2 rails, but that's risky. You catch the edge of the 8, you're going to lose the 4. Catch the edge of the 9, you might lose the 4. And he did. He played it. Wow, what a shot. I thought he might try that, go that 2 rails. It was kind of a path to go into it and just bump it. And boy, did he hit that good.
I knew nothing about it.
Yeah. I didn't know nothing. I told his dad that we were going to do a podcast. Okay, nothing about tonight.
Let him know that for the podcast.
I mean, he could hop in if he wants for a minute or 2, but
yeah.
Yeah, what a good breakout on that 8-9 though. And if you look how it just gently hit it too. You know, amateurs, a lot of times we're playing 8-ball, or we're going to be slamming in sometimes with the cue ball. That's controlled breakouts.
Yep, that's what Little Joe said. Remember what Little Joe says, sometimes you just got to nudge the ball.
Just nudge them, yep.
Little Joe Villalpando.
And I think that also just shows his experience with straight pool, because in straight pool you don't go and splash into the rack and move them all real hard. You just control, chip a few off at a time. And that control there on that 8-9, that was pretty good stuff.
He's trying to lay that line down so he can just come, 1 rail on that 7 on the left side, come toward the 8.
Yep.
Oh! Try to hold and get that. Try to get that angle on that 7.
Well,
you don't see that very often.
No. Here comes the tank. He might go 1, 2, 3 rails for shape on this. There's a pretty good natural line for that. If that ball was off the rail more, I might go inside and go 2 rails, but I'm going to just let this naturally run around 3 rails. Just like that one. Oh, he did go inside.
Yep, try to hold it up there.
Killed it too much.
Well, that 6 ball was kind of on this side of the side though, so I think he didn't like coming around 3 rails.
I think outside on there might have led to a better path, but here's another tester. And not only making this ball, but the difficulty of holding the cue ball, because you're going to be coming around 1, 2 rails. It's going to be real easy to lose that 8 in the lower right corner. He's going to nail this shot, though. Yep, good shot. And he ended up table, so it's not getting any easier.
Yep. That's how it goes when you're playing these champions.
Yeah. Thing with that, though, if you notice, he hit that a little bit full. If he hits that a little bit thinner, that cue ball is going to make it around. He's going to have
a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be straight under the 8. So it's not always, that you hit it too soft or hit it too hard. There's a few variables. If you hit that object ball thin or a little bit thick, it's going to control how far that cue ball goes too. Oh, good try, Hank. Good try.
Damn.
That's still even a tester up there for that 9 ball. Had he converted on that, but well, I'll tell you what, Big Red. You wanna come up and grab one of his CDs or whatever. That'll give you all the answers of what credentials Little Joe has. I can't go into it enough on this stream about it, but tune in Friday and I'll go over some of the things that Little Joe has done in his career, and get yourself a full cup of coffee or whatever you drink, because it'll be a lengthy thing. Little Joe is known by so many pros. It is unbelievable how well he's known, and we'll go over that a little bit on Friday, but not during this match.
All right.
I appreciate you always tuning in, Big Red. But if you want lessons, it's not about him. It's not about him shooting the cue. It's about what he can teach you about the diamond system, the stroke, the way the balls come off the rail. There's so much benefit to learn from Little Joe. Little Joe is an absolute treasure.
Yeah. If you're around the area here and you haven't taken lessons from him, you definitely need. I learned more from Little Joe, Mark, than anybody ever in my pool career.
Little Joe has worked with me a lot. You were helping me a little bit on that diamond, the kicking system too, and it's just one thing. And we'll wrap it up on Little Joe for this. But the thing has always stood out to me is that a good teacher or coach oftentimes takes more pleasure in seeing their students execute what they're teaching them than they do anything they did in their whole pool career. And you can see it with Little Joe. He lights up like a Christmas tree when he sees it start to click with people. And he's so good-natured. I just can't talk highly enough about him.
Yeah, you can see a twinkle in his eye when he's giving
lessons.
lessons.
You see a twinkle in his eye.
He absolutely loves it.
So 4-0 with the break.
Watch the 1 ball in the left side pocket here.
Cue ball back and forth. Yep, there goes the 1. And he got the cue ball up above the side this time.
That's a certain speed is what it is.
Yeah.
And how they're hitting that too.
Eddie Matson in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Sean Shelton's in the house too. Both of those have went through surgeries recently. Doing well. Yeah, Big Red. It's Little Joe's just an absolute treasure, man. And I'll tell you this too. And not to go back too much on Little Joe, but you can sit and have a conversation with him and learn so much.
Yeah, 100%.
So he's got a pocket in the upper left corner for this ball. The 3 will go on the side. I think he needs to be almost above the side pocket or near across from the side pocket for the 3 to shape on the 4, and that's going to be a really good spot right there. He can roll forward, get on the 4. I think on the 4 he's going to end up coming down to the bottom rail and going to the right side of the 6 ball.
Unless he has too much angle on the 3. He was looking right there to try to shoot that gap.
Yeah. If he'd gotten a little bit straighter on, it'd been perfect.
Yep.
But I think what he's seeing is how
deceiving from here. But
if he's going to float up or if he's going to float over.
Yeah,
he hit that really good.
He's okay on that window.
Now, here, Jerry, do you go 2 rails with the cue ball and take the 5 in the upper right corner?
Depends on what he has for this little angle here.
Or do you come down?
He's looking to come 2 rails now. You can see him right
2
here.
rails.
So if he's going to do that, he's going to hit it tight into the corner down here, because that's going to. Joe calls that the little boom boom down here comes out.
Well, if he goes to the left side of the 8, That's a good line too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like going down to the bottom row and going to the right side of the 6 because if you get over by that side pocket, that 5 is. I mean, for him, it's not much of a challenge, but for me, I don't want to shoot that ball. I miss the 5 in the ring game far too often from over there. That's a pretty good spot.
It looks like he hit that one pretty good.
Yeah,
now
hit that good.
He looks. Did you see where he was? I mean, he followed his tangent line and followed the line of the cue ball, 2 rails and out. So. Now he wants to be on the line or just, see how he's coming into the ball, left himself a little angle on that. He don't want to be on the other side because then he bumps into the 9.
Yep.
So now he can come off the side rail, right side rail.
He might play this to go 2 rail shape on the 7. Or no, he's going to go 1 rail.
Yeah. See where he's at, center of the
table? He's just going to draw straight back. Yeah, center of the table.
Center of the table. Keep an eye on that throughout the evening.
He's going to draw straight back then, 8 in the lower left corner, and most likely.
We're going to take a break here, Mark. I'm going to tell them guys I got see if I can raise some money for somebody.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. So the cue ball will probably go over to the side rail and then take to 9 in the lower right corner. But we will. Yep, there we go. So we will be taking a break here for just a minute or two. There's a fundraiser that Jerry's going to promote. And for those of you that have followed the stream and the podcast would know that well over $1 million has been raised through this place for different fundraisers. So we'll be right back.
I talked to him the other day. He called me when I was down in Florida last week. A lot of tears. Family's hurt and they need help. The minute he said that, I knew what I was going to do. I'm taking a buck around to the pool players. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then next Monday. I'm going to see if we can raise for that family. I talked to him today. It sounds like that cancer's spreading a little bit. I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around. And I want everybody to stop and think if you were the one I was talking about up here now. I would do the same thing for every single person in this building. So with that being said, I'm going to come around with a bucket and see if we can raise for that family. Anything you can put in the bucket would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'll be around a little bit.
Not sure if everybody could hear that over the mic or over the headset. I tried to put it up there by Jerry, but fundraiser for a long-time pool player, league player here in CRs that has been stricken with cancer. And again, if you go to What Now in Pool, the podcast, our very first episode was with Jerry Johnson, and we went into depth about all the fundraising and benefits for the community that he and CR Sportsbar has done over the years. I reiterated and mentioned that it's well over $1 million has been raised in here in various fundraisers, well over $1 million. And the amount of attention as far as, being in tune with the community, helping out members, it's just top notch, and it's remarkable. So we're going to go back to the action here in the match as Jerry passes the bucket around, and that's just total class. So again, if any of you have dealt with, or I think most of us at some point in our lives have dealt with somebody stricken with cancer or other debilitating illnesses like that, and it's just it weighs heavy on all of us. So hopefully one day there'll be a cure. Unfortunately, right now there is not, but You're in our prayers, for sure. And we're all rooting for you. Okay, I got you, Mark. Thank you on that. I was talking a little bit quieter in that stretch, too, though, so I don't know if that was it. Hank did get the one ball on the side. And he's going to lose the 6 up table, though. He might, no, he's got it, the 2. I was going to say the 6 got in between him and the 2, but it looks like he does have a peek at that ball. If he can see that 2, he can make it. Because I think any edge of that ball, any edge of that 2, that ball goes in the upper corner. And it's a natural 2 rails to come down for the 3. Tendency here is if he can to overcut it, miss it to the pro side. So if he does miss it, the 2 will release onto the upper end rail there, just like that. So he might not have been able to hit it to actually make it. Maybe he didn't see enough of the 2 ball. And kind of got an unlucky rub there on the 7. So Niels will have the 2 up here. He does have shape, natural shape to come, down to the 3. Pretty much where it is sitting right there right now. Yep, right on that line right there. I think where his left hand is, I think the cue ball will probably reach about in that middle diamond area, right at his chalk. I think that's where the cue ball is probably going to release off there. I think he wants to release a little bit higher than that, though, because the closer you get to that side pocket, hitting into that rail, the more that 5 ball might come into play on your line. And he'll avoid that by hitting the second diamond or even up above the second diamond. No, he missed it big time. Cue ball went way, way, way to the right side of the 5 ball as a result of that miss. So Hank will have a fairly easy jump. And I say fairly easy, not for me, and probably not for a good percentage of us out there, but for players of this level, this is almost a guarantee. And really, the cue ball should leave him on the 3 nicely. Cue ball coming up, got a good rub on the 3. 3 will go on the side, and Hank, the tank, has a chance to get in gear. We are going to be joined here for a few minutes, maybe longer, by Noah Blue Sky, who would help put this together with Niels. And we welcome him to the booth. Noah, welcome to the booth. How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me, Mark. This is pretty awesome.
There we go.
Working out.
What happened here? Uh-oh.
We got to...
There you go.
Oh,
we got you now, Niels. We got you now. No, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
We've had trouble with that line going into the I don't know, what do you call this, electric table or whatever, but
I'll try not to rip on that cord too hard then. Thanks for having me. This is
just got that rail. So this is Noah Blue Sky. For those not real familiar, he was the one that actually had helped coordinate and set this up with Niels. Tell us a little bit of how this came to fruition.
Sure. Actually, the biggest thing is I've just been a big fan of Niels for a long time. I followed him online and supported his online content, and we've interacted casually over the years through comments, and honestly, I'm not sure that he really knew who I was, but I reached out to him directly, and I just said, hey, would you ever be interested in coming to Minnesota? And he said, yeah, we could start talking about that. And so over a course of a few months, he was able to fit it into his schedule, and we worked out a deal that worked for both of us. And unfortunately, it was Easter weekend, which hampered some of what we could do with people because people are busy with family, but it turned into a great weekend. We were able to get some group lessons together at Twin City Billiards here in town. He did some exhibition matches or challenge matches every night that he's been here. We did some private lessons with Slate. That's been fantastic. He did get a chance to play some against Jesse Engel last night, which was pretty cool.
Was that over at Slate too?
Yep.
Okay.
So that was fun to watch. And he just appreciates being here and getting a chance to get some games in. Interesting thing that I learned about him is that back home he doesn't have a chance to play anybody. There's no competitors near him, so there's
in
not
the
even
Netherlands.
Yeah, well, he lives in Denmark now.
Oh,
so,
he does. Okay.
There's no local pool room or any good players there. There's no action. So he literally trains on his own by himself in his home table. And the only time he gets action and gets any training is when he gets out on the road and plays tournaments.
I'll be danged.
And he doesn't get a chance to play many tournaments now because he's got a young family and he wants to be home with them more. And that road life's tough. He's 49 now.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's trying to settle down with that. But at the same time, his drive's still there. And he still plays just jam-up pool. I mean,
didn't you mention before the match had started he's going to defend his title next week? Is that
he leaves tomorrow for the Expo in Philly.
Okay.
And he's the defending champ. I think he beat Kachi last year in the finals.
Awesome.
So he's going out there also to represent he's going out there to represent Longoni as sponsor.
Yep. That is awesome. And we talked beforehand, he'd won the MVP of the Moscone Cup 3 years in a row, 13, 14, and 15. I think he was MVP 5 times. Is that right?
Incredible.
Wow.
I think he was on the team like 11 times or maybe even more.
I think so.
So just the fact that he played at that level for that long is really incredible.
Yes.
He also plays with one eye. He basically can't see out of his left eye. So
really?
He plays with just his right eye. If you look, he comes down over the ball right now. If you watch when he gets down on this shot, he's very right eye dominant. The cue is
I'll be danged.
Completely under the right side of his head.
Sure. Yeah, it is, ain't it? Yep.
And that's because the left eye isn't doing anything for him. It's all right eye. It's very fascinating.
Very good shot there. Looks like Hank can see the edge of that 4 possibly.
Yeah.
For those not real familiar, where he was mentioned as far as playing some challenge matches, etc. Twin City Billiards is another venue in town here. We actually, the podcast What Now in Pool, did an episode with them, Tom and Nate. That's available on our page as well. And Slate is actually a private membership club that is doing wonderful things for so many players. They run some incredible tournaments over there. A lot of the lower numbers, $5.99 and under, $6.25, but they fill up so fast, and it is unbelievable what those guys are doing over there for pool in the Midwest and also, regionally. But Slate Billiard Club is a phenomenal facility. Everybody here in town, we're blessed in the Twin Cities with so many opportunities to play, not only on great equipment, but some of the best players.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you said, Jess Angle, we've got Hank, we've got TJ Steinhauses, we've got Demi, we've got Mike Pan. I mean, the list goes on and on. Every town has their guys, don't get me wrong, and their gals. Speaking of that, Kennedy Mayman, April Larson's from here. So
there's a lot of great pool in this area. He was pretty impressed to hear the numbers. Oh, that's a nice shot there.
Good shot.
Great speed.
Yep.
I watched him play for the last 4 days. I've seen pretty much every ball he's hit, and there's something special about his stroke and the way he moves the ball. It's just on another level. Watching him play just friendly challenge games Saturday, I think he played about 35 games. He was playing races to 5. He only missed 1 shot.
Good hit by Hank.
Yeah, that was a great hit. Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I don't think the 4 goes by the 8, so he's probably sitting safe on this still.
Looks tied up.
One thing, too, that he's done, he's won a lot of 14-1 straight pool.
Events.
Yeah. And when a couple racks back where he went 2 rails and bumped to that 8-9, just gently separated the 2 and then got on the 5. Unbelievable. I mean, it's not unbelievable. It's just that kind of control you'd expect out of somebody from, that kind of a straight pool background.
Yeah, he comes up with some really creative shots.
Kind of a nice little rub his direction on that ball.
Yeah, got a little up there.
But that is part of pool. Now Hank is going to try to kick 1 rail, and right where the number is in that 4, you want to catch the cue ball there so it goes up past the right side pocket and ends up in the middle of the upper end rail. That's his target.
Yeah, a little safe kick here. We'll caught the wrong side of the 4, but it might work out in his favor.
Yep, should be.
Still good speed.
That's pretty good stuff right there. That'll work out.
Yeah, it's been an honor and a privilege to bring Niels here. I'm very passionate about pool. I think it's been an amazing thing for me in my life. It's been therapeutic in a lot of ways, and I think it is for a lot of people. So
myself as well. I've over the years have been in some very dark places and dark times, and it's always been an escape.
Yeah.
It's been a way where the playing field is level, so to speak, as far as mentally. and you can always come in and just immerse yourself. You're always surrounded by people that are enjoying the game. I mean, there's so many benefits as far as whether it's pool or even other activities, but we're talking pool here. It's great for the mental release.
It really is.
And I've relied on it years back when I got back into pool. I'd stopped for a number of years, and I was in a situation where I had to relieve stress quite a bit from my relationship I was in at the time. But long story short, I got back into pool because I went and found a pool table down in Farmington Billiards. Mr. Dan Ryder, love ya. And I went in there and I started banging balls around, and here I am.
Yeah.
Years later, man, it brought me back in, and it was a great, probably saved me in a lot of times, and I think for a lot of people, it's probably saved a lot of people over the years, because you have a chance to come out here and escape from a lot of things that whether we put ourselves through or the world or whatever puts us through, and it's a pretty special sport, man.
It is, and it's not often I feel like we get an opportunity to work with a world champion or have somebody like this in our presence. We do get some pros around here once in a while, and we've had some great names in town, but I felt like this one was special. I honestly feel like Niels doesn't get the credit he deserves in the pool world. I don't think enough people know what he's done and what he's accomplished, and he's also just a gentleman for the game. He has such a great demeanor, and in a lot of ways, I was really, really proud and happy to hear that Hank was going to get to play him, because he's the up-and-coming gentleman of the game.
Yep.
And his demeanor and the way that he handles himself reminds me a lot of Niels, and I thought it was an awesome opportunity that they got to play each other. I also was really happy to give back to the pool community and get some juniors involved while he was here. So, young Chip Allen was working with them. Braylon Jensen, the Orton boys, Carter and Gage, we got to work with them. So It's really cool to see some of the youth, some of the top youth. I think two of those guys are junior state champs right now and one runner-up. So we got some really good young talent that got to work with the champion and experience being a part of this.
Hank is a VNEA junior national champion as well.
Oh, national!
He has a championship.
Yeah, nice.
And that's one thing as far as I've commentated here for a number of years, and also with the podcast. But I've beaten this horse to death, and I will until my last days on the mic. Is that these juniors these days are so well behaved that you mentioned about Hank. They're champions away from the table as much as they are at the table, and it's so inspiring to see so many of these players with so much talent. And that at that age, and I've said it before, and I'll say this again: if I had that talent at that age, I was not as well behaved. I would have gotten beaten up a lot of times because I wouldn't have been able to handle it well. So I give them so much credit. I mean, you see Hank, you see the April Larsons, you see Kennedy, and one thing that a lot of these junior players are doing is they're giving back. They give back to the communities and stuff, and it's so inspiring, man. That pool's going to be in such good hands for a number of years. There's so many good young players that are being influenced right. Well, the right people around them, the right training, the right mindset, the right class. It's so awesome.
And I think you mentioned this in your podcast I heard recently too, is just the environment is so much cleaner than it was in the past. It's nice to see the youth have a safe place to be able to build and grow. I mean, even I don't know how old you are, I'm 44, but I remember it still being pretty rough when I started playing in my teens and 20s, right? There was a lot more going on at the pool hall than just pool, and
I was around during that.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of that going on anymore.
I went down that road, and I thank you for bringing it up because it's so true, and our community has to pat themselves on the back a little bit because we've cleaned that up. Myself, there's others that have went through so much over the years. You take like a Rob Matson, even John Mora, who talked about his dark times.
Yeah.
There's so many people that have overcome things, and we offer now an environment like you're saying for these junior players where not only are they around the right people that'll look out for them, but a lot of times these players are in environments where their parents know, hey, they're okay. Yeah. They're going to be influenced right. If they talk to people, they're going to be talking to the right people. It's so good for the community, for pool itself. And again, everybody out there, man, tip yourself on the, pat yourself on the back a little bit because we have really, really provided these young players not only an opportunity to excel at the table, but in life itself.
100%.
And take like a Chip Allen or even like Hank hanging with all these elites in this region, playing pros. The opportunities are there for them. They're going to grab the brass ring, but what stands out again to me the most, like you mentioned, they are so well behaved.
It's incredible.
Champions away from the table.
They really are. I remember the first time I met Hank, I couldn't believe he was a teenager. He just handled himself so well. He was such a fine young kid. He just stood out like he was an adult. But pool, I think you've talked about this recently too. That the interesting thing about pool is age doesn't matter. It crosses all generations. We're all just there to enjoy each other's company and play the same game and compete.
Students of the game.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch the youth. As I get older, and I know my prime years are going to be behind me soon. It's fun to watch the kids coming up and playing. I really do. I do appreciate that.
I'd be curious if it looks like he's going to go 2 rails in this. This will give him a better line in the 7 than just coming straight down the table. Natural line right there. Perfect.
Yeah, he's a big fan of using the rails and definitely getting that ball coming into the line of position. That's something that he talks about a lot.
So one thing that a lot of amateurs don't do, even myself, I've been focused on more, is that we play a lot of the 7-foot tables, 8-ball, is using that second rail for shape a lot. Especially when you get a 9-footer going 2 or second rail. But that second rail will always allow you to control the cue ball better, your pace, and you can control how it comes off that rail oftentimes better than the first rail.
100%. Yeah, he uses that second rail position quite a bit. Looks like he's going to lock this one in, take a 7-0 lead.
Yep. Still a lot of time, Hank. Still a lot of time.
Yeah, I hope he can get something going here. I'd love to see some action from Hank. We all know he can play top-notch pool, so
absolutely.
It just needs to get it going. It's a tough break. This, I don't know how much Hank has practiced the W&T break, but putting that 9 on the spot and breaking from the box definitely changes the game a little bit.
Well, I think he's played a couple events. I think he went down to Florida. I think that was one of his events that he played in this. So I know he's practiced with it. He also had a table from Florida installed in his house. Myself, Mr. Rob Matson, who does fast action pool table service here in the Twin Cities, we had gotten a group, and they were remodeling, so they had changed our windows. And there was about 3/8 of an inch to a half an inch on both sides of that table to get it through. We didn't take you could take the legs off, and we slid it through the window. It was crazy, but he got that 9-footer down there, and man, that table looks so nice. It's got the gray cloth just like they play on the tour.
That's the matching table to the new setup at Slate, right?
It's a matching table.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a matching table from the same event. Yes,
that
4-inch
table
pockets.
Plays fantastic.
Yep.
I got to play some cheap sets against Niels on that table and get humbled.
I got to get lessened by Mike Pankoff in one pocket on that table a couple of times. That's a great way to test your game, though, for sure.
I love it. Niels pointed something out. We all talk about pocket sizes all the time. He said, 4 1/4, 4 1/8, 4-inch. He said, what does it matter? Why does everybody talk about these pocket sizes? Middle of the pocket's middle of the pocket.
It's funny you mention that. Me and Mr. Rob Matson last week were playing one pocket, and I kept hanging the ball. It's like, man, I said, all I do is just keep rattling them. Always a bridesmaid, not a bride. He walked up there and he was giving me some crap about it. He goes, he wet his finger. He goes, well, this is where I aim. And he put it right in the middle of the pocket. He goes, you don't hang him if you put him here.
Yep.
And that's so true. It's so true.
Yep. He's another thing I've noticed about his game, Niels, that is a lot of times I feel like amateurs for sure, my game for sure, when we're cutting balls down the rail, we'll use that rail, right? We'll get that rub and hit it into the corner pocket. All his shots are clean.
Just go straight down the rail.
Straight, yep. He hits that pocket facing clean as clean gets on all of his shots.
Good shot, Hank.
Nice shot.
Got nicely on the 2.
Great run there.
Angle. 4 goes in the lower right corner, so every ball goes now. It's a little bit more of a table where Hank can probably settle down. Break. A lot of times in matches like this, and I've mentioned this before, is that sometimes that first game is so hard to get, especially if things don't go your way. Maybe you have an opportunity or two, and then it gets tougher and tougher to get that first game.
Well, and I wonder how much nerves are coming into play for him.
I've always felt that the first game and then the last game are some of the toughest.
Oh, that last game.
Get
brutal.
that first win, but then if you're ahead, like in a race to 9, you're ahead like 7-8 to 4 or 5. That last game is tough.
Yeah.
Pool makes you earn it, that's for sure. A lot of times it really does.
And just when you think you're comfortable, that's when they come back and get you.
Yep. We got a little unfortunate rubbed into that ball there. He does have a nice little safety here. He could rub the 4 off the 9, run the cue ball up table, Niels is likely going to have a look at the 4, though. I would think that at this level, you got to make sure he doesn't even see this ball.
Oh, that's a good play there.
That's a good shot.
Yeah,
well
using
done.
that 8-ball.
And look at that cue ball.
Distance. Yep.
Look at that cue ball on the upper end rail. Almost on the rail there. Took away a lot of the cue ball.
Good speed there, Hank.
I think if Niels goes off that side rail, we're going to see a kick and stick. And what will happen is that Niels will come to the right of the 9 ball, hit the 4 square. That cue ball will stick right there. And the 4 will come down to the bottom rail, maybe go 2 rails, and he's going to try to get the cue ball behind the 9. Hidden behind the 9 and the 8. If he has a line off that side rail. And if you hit this with outside in this instance, which would be left English, that cue ball will stick once it hits that 4 if he hits it square. Oh, he tried to make that ball.
Yeah.
What do I know? Well, let's just make the ball. Oh, my goodness.
All right, well, here we go, Hank. This is your chance. Let's get it back.
He's going to have to either float to the right of the spot and get above the 5, or maybe go over to the left side rail and come back above the 5. See if he goes 2 rails on it or just floats onto 1 rail, just like that. That's a safe play and a good shot. Look at that cue ball.
That's
well
really
done.
good because you're coming directly across the line.
Yep.
That's all speed control there. That was really nicely done. How many people we got watching this tonight? Does it show there?
Right now we're just around 200. If everybody on there, if you can hit that share button and share it to your pool buddies, your pool groups, or whatever, let's try to get that numbers up there. But we appreciate every one of you tuning in. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. It doesn't cost you nothing. Also on the What Now in Pool Facebook page, if you hit the like button over there, that'll also subscribe you to the future podcasts.
Yeah, I've told you this in person, but really appreciate your local podcast and getting the people on around town. I think it's really cool to hear the stories from some of the people we know in the area, and you do a great job.
Thank you, Noah. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I wanted to have you on the mic tonight. It's an honor to have you. I think you do a fantastic
job.
I
am so touched by that. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really do. I love to give back to the community. When this first started with this commentary, Jerry needed somebody, and there was a few of us that kind of hopped in and out, and I started to feel comfortable behind the mic, and I love to hear from players out there, whether I'm at events. I've heard out in Vegas even just how much they enjoy it's maybe helped their game, and that means everything to me. I mean, I'm not going to be an 800 level Fargo rate pool player, but I tell you what, if I can be a part of everybody having a better time at the table, that means more to me than that rating.
Nice cut there, Hank. Great job.
I appreciate every one of you for the support. Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you do, on that podcast, again, What Now in Pool, we've got multiple episodes. The first one, again, is with Jerry. We did Tony Piazza out in Colorado. We've got Rich Aarons, April Larson, Hank the Tank was an episode. Nate and Tom over at Twin City Billiards. So we got more coming. We've got Jerry Johnson, and we're doing one about the Pool Player Perks credit card, which is going to raise a lot of money for pool events. So make sure you keep your eye out for that episode that's coming out. And also, we did a video clip with Hank the Tank before the match, and we kicked off officially, finally, our Q raffle drawing for junior players only. We have a April Larson AL1 Peach Hour Q that is going to go to a junior player at no cost.
Oh, that's awesome.
Only way to get entered is to follow our Facebook page, and a junior player has to be nominated by somebody. So just mention the junior player, where they like to play, who their favorite pro is, perhaps, or inspiration, and that's it. So you have to follow, and you're in the drawing.
That's awesome. I love that.
It's the first of many drawings that we're going to be doing. We have a handful of sponsors. We're looking at other Q packages, also cases and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely follow along, and good luck to all the junior players out there for that as well. And if you go on there and What Now in Pool, make sure you share that with, if you're in a league, share with your teammates, share with your league members. Say, hey, they're giving away Qs and other prizes to junior players up here, and all you have to do is just get nominated. It doesn't cost you a thing. So we appreciate all the support.
Yeah, speaking of support, I got to give some shout-outs to the people that helped make this happen. I could have only done this with the partners we have in our pool community. I wanted to spread the love while I was here and try and get them around to as many of our pool rooms and facilities as we could. So big shout-out to Twin City Billiards, both the Nates over there, Nate Steen and Nate Badger.
Mhm.
Tom's been great. They were big helps to hosting them over the weekend. Dave and Mike and everybody over at Slate have been fantastic, and thanks to them for hosting over there.
Dave at Slate, not to interrupt,
Yeah.
O'Keefe's Collision and Auto Body, a longtime sponsor of this stream and tournaments here at Sierra Sports Bar, owner over at Slate. They call him the Action Man. I tell you what, he's always doing things for pool in the community, and the community and us players cannot thank him enough.
Yeah,
Big part of everything here in the Twin Cities in this region.
yeah, Monticello Auto Services, O'Keefe Collision, CR Sports Bar, everybody who's contributed to make this match happen. I really appreciate it. The support's been overwhelming. This has been such an honor for me and such a joy to bring Niels here and be carting him around the last few days and getting to show him what our community's like and why we're so lucky to be able to play pool in this state.
We appreciate everything you've done on this, Noah, because this is awesome. This is great for all of us.
Thank you. And huge shout out to his sponsors, because he wouldn't be here without them either. ProStar Tables, Longoni, like they're a big part of contributing to him to being able to come to the U.S. and play in these events.
Okay.
And if he wasn't here playing in those events, this wouldn't have worked out.
Sure.
So really
Awesome.
appreciate that. And he's been nothing but a gentleman and so fun to hang out with. He's great. So it's been a lot of fun bringing him here. We're talking a little bit about when the next time he come back already. We don't have any dates or anything, but he is interested in coming back. So
That's awesome. And he's also going to be doing an episode of the podcast with us. Keep an eye out for that. We'll do a remote one with him from overseas there, and so honored to be able to have an opportunity like that. So that is so cool. We'll get you on the Zoom or on the call, multi-person call, and we'll do that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite, and he was more than happy to do it.
That's awesome. We are so honored by that. That's so cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, I appreciate you letting me jump on here for a little while. I think
Noah,
I'm gonna go
Blue
watch
Sky, the community, from myself and from the bottom of my heart, man, this is awesome. Thank you for the kind words.
Thanks, buddy.
Really appreciate the opportunity to sit here in the booth and be a part of this. It's really awesome. They had actually, Noah and Niels had actually presented myself, Hank and Jerry with plaques and certificates, and that's going right up in the wall, man. That's pretty special.
Yeah, wanted to give
That's
you guys some
pretty special.
appreciation for what you do and you're volunteering your time to come do this.
That's right here.
Yeah, I wish we could show it on the video. It's pretty cool.
Commentary and insight, elevated excitement of professionalism of this exhibition match. So awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a ton.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the match. Let's root for Hank. Let's get this back to Hill, right?
Yep, people in the chat are thanking you too, Noah. Thank you so much,
thanks,
man.
everybody. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun interacting with the community and getting a chance to share this
Well,
adventure.
we look forward to getting you, like I said, on that episode of the podcast, and we'll go more in depth about what your experiences together, things you've done, perhaps things you've chatted about, and we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
so
lots
keep
to
an eye out
talk
for that.
about. He's got unlimited stories.
Yep.
He's done it for 30 years.
Well, that'll make my job easy. I can just sit there and maybe pop some popcorn, and you guys just carry the show. So.
Nah, it wouldn't be the same then. Oh, nice little shot there. All right,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Thanks,
let you
Noah.
get back to the game. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, we appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much. Noah Blue Sky, can't say enough. Honored to be a part of this and very touched. Thank you. So it's 8-1, Niels over Hank. Hank at the table. 4 might squeeze by. 4 will squeeze by that 9 ball. Niels had done a push shot, so those not familiar with 9 ball, off the break, you can do a push shot where you don't have to pocket a ball, don't have to hit a ball, but then your opponent has the option to either shoot from where the cue ball lies or hand it back to you. And that's what Hank preferred to do. A lot of times on a push, player may be comfortable jumping or a certain kick shot, etc., and they may play to that where the other player might not like it as much. Oh, that 1 ball. He actually overcut that 1 ball. 6 might have gone in, but he overcut that 1 in the upper corner there. So now Hank can pick up another game here. The cue ball, if he goes around 2 rails and gets in the middle of the table with the cue ball, that does lead to the 3. However, the 3 can go on the side. I don't like playing it in the side myself because I feel that to get on that 4 properly, he's going to have to navigate over to the side of the table. It just gets a little bit more dicey trying to power that 3 in a little more. I think for sure he's going to play the 3 in the same pocket as the 2 ball. And he's lining up the side. Well, that is why I'm a commentator and not a participator. The 4 actually is going to be a little bit easier from anywhere up on that part of the table because the 6 is a hanger down there almost. And it'll be makes that combination a little bit easier for sure. 6 is sitting right in front of the pocket.
How did Noah do in the booth, Mark?
Noah was good, yeah. He was really good. He was wanted to give appreciation to you and everyone else for helping him put this together. And kudos to Noah. He did a lot of work on this. And
he put it together. It was good.
That's awesome. Good shot on that ball. Good shot on that ball. Now he's got to be careful on this 4 that if he catches the left edge of that 6, the 4 is going to release into that bottom rail.
Yeah, he's got to get that cue ball out there.
He's got to bring the cue ball down that way too, right? Oh, good shot. Good shot.
We were kind of wishing it in. So.
He's got the hometown drop right there, I think.
All right.
Table never does that for me. It never does that for me.
And now he's got to get on this 5 ball after this. And
I might not be eating right, though, Jerry. Something's off.
Nice shot there. Yeah, we took that bucket around for Ev and his family. It was $1,920.
That is awesome.
And then we got Wednesday, Thursday, and then next Sunday and Monday, too. Yep. So we're going to see if we can help that family
Sunday, I'll jump into that bucket myself and toss some coins in there and in our prayers for sure.
Yep, it's about giving back. All right, let's see what the Hankster can do here. Left himself a nice little angle on the 7, slide over for that 8 ball. He wants to leave himself a nice little angle on the 8 to get back over for the 9. So it's all about getting on the proper side of the ball. You hear me say that every time I'm in the booth. It's so important.
Yeah, you don't have to run through traffic as much and a lot of times, and also you don't have to overpower the ball.
Nice shot.
To get around the table as much. So natural shape is always the easiest thing to do, where you just kind of, it's almost like a bowling ball. You just kind of help it along.
Natural roll. Yep.
Every now and then, put a little left, right on it, kind of manipulate it some, the deflection and that. But other than that, it's so consistent just to have natural position.
Good stroke
shot.
Right there. Nice
well
stroke.
Done. Well done, Hank. Good out right there. That's a really good out. Good stuff.
All right. 8-2 with the Terminator.
Now, if we're rooting for Hank, get a couple maybe unfortunate scratches on the break or miscues. Maybe slow the Terminator down a little bit, give him a couple hiccups. And that'll give Hank a chance to kind of crawl back in the rearview mirror a little bit. Anytime you're in a match, it may be different, playing a pro this caliber, but you never want to give up. And another thing about it, too, is that if you look like outside of a vehicle, a lot of times the rearview mirror, it says down there at the bottom, objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. And that's so true. You could have a lead in a race to 7, 9, or whatever. You might be ahead 4, 5, 6 games, but that is not enough. We all know that, right? 1 ball goes in the side again. And looks like the 7. Oh, yeah, I think he can see the 3. I think I think you can see the 3. But that's so true on races. People will start getting ahead, and then the momentum will swing back the other direction. And I just love that saying because it's the objects in the mirror, they are closer than they appear. It's never safe. No lead is ever safe. Some are a little bit more safe than others, but they're never completely safe. So he can't see this 3 ball. Now, if he can come off that bottom rail and kick at that and hit the right edge of that 3 and send it up that left side rail to the left of the 5 ball, that 3 will go up to the upper end rail, and the cue ball may stick there. Looks like he's going to jump, though, and try to make this 3. Yeah, it looks like he's going to jump. Be curious how he hits this, whether the cue ball will go to the right and run into the 8 ball, or it'll come in the bottom rail and go up somewhere in that 5-7. He might actually spin underneath that 8 ball if he hits this real pure. And then go 1, maybe 2 rails. 1, 2 rails. There we go. Good shot. Very good shot. Talk about control, huh? Five will go in the upper left. And the 6 is very, very accessible off the 5, so Niels should be able to run this rack out, barring an unforced error. Shot. And again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you are not a subscriber, it doesn't cost you anything. Feel free to hit the like button on your app or browser, or hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate the support. Same thing on the podcast page. If you could do that, we'd really appreciate it. Junior drawing for the free cue through the podcast has kicked off. And Niels right here is putting on somewhat of an exhibition. Hank has had a few opportunities early on where a couple things just kind of went awry, overcut a ball, etc. But, oh boy, this changes things a little bit. Should be able to handle this. It just, makes it a little bit difficult. Took away part of the cue ball. Side pocket's a little bit easier, but I think if he's going to the side, he's going to have to run the cue ball maybe all the way up table and back down. If it goes to the corner, he can just kind of gently roll over to the side rail. Yep, he went up and down with it. Oh, watch his cue ball. Watch his cue ball.
Oh, did he get
It's going for a swim. Nope. Held up down there.
I think it rolled.
See,
it rolled a little bit.
That's what happens when I play people in one pocket. They always rattle. Yeah, I might have caught that rail and got a little bit of roll down there, but that would have changed some things. 'Cause I believe Niels broke this one. That would have put Hank at 3-8 with the break.
Now these are the ones that they hit so well. They stay focused. They get through the ball. And
he rattled that one.
I think I gave him the commentator jinx, and I did not try that, everybody.
Jerry,
I'm sorry.
You just ruined his pocketing balls percentage. There's going to be an asterisk on the stats of this match. This little star over there on Niels' side.
Now what's deep in there?
Due to Jerry Johnson
This
jinx.
ball is deep in here now.
You could be the J3, Jerry Johnson jinx. There we go.
All right, good shot right there. A lot of people have a hard time getting out of them shots, Mark.
Yep. It's easy to get stuck down on that rail where you hit it too full and it'll stick right there. Good ball.
All right, come on, Hank. Let's get it rolling here a little bit.
Good shot.
Good stroke.
Nice stroke on that ball, too. Yep, nice and firm. Hit it good. So 3-8, and he's breaking. Here we go. Get a break and run here. Pick this game up. One little mishap from Niels on the next table, and we might be looking at a 5-8 match.
Well, Hank had a little extra pressure, too. He's got a lot of family in here tonight watching.
Well, there's a lot of people here, too.
A little extra heat on him.
Dave Dougal, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Bundy, my cheesecake man. How are you? No, maybe in a little bit. You knew I was going there, didn't you? The cheesecake was going to come up. It's a race to 15, Mary. Race to 15, alternate break. Oh boy, ball in hand anywhere on the table.
Yeah, you don't want to give these guys ball in hand here like this. That's tough.
Yep. Just in the upper right corner over there, you can see the score 8-3. You see it on the screen as well, but we are tracking it for the people in the facility here. So this is a pretty wide open table here.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good right here. He come off that end rail down for the 3. Got the 4 in the upper right.
Yep. Does he go the end rail, or is he going to go 2 rails with the inside on this 2 ball?
I think he goes end rail myself, but see what he's going to do here.
Yeah, it looks like end rail. He's kind of hitting more of a center ball, right? Or is he going to go 2 rails this way?
2 rails that way. Okay, interesting.
Wow.
All right.
Well,
A little off angle there.
a little bit
I
short.
was surprised he come off that way. I thought he'd come off that end rail. But
Yeah, and if he went inside, which is a little bit tougher shot though too,
Yep.
then he comes on a straight line in the 3 ball. But anytime inside going that way to the left for me is always a difficult shot. And Noah was saying that he actually only looks with only has the visibility of the one eye. So maybe going to the left is a more difficult shot than taking to the right. That might be a question for our resident dominant eye guru, Mr. Gene Albrecht. I'll have to ask him on that. You're welcome, Mary, and I hope you're enjoying the stream and the match. We appreciate it. Oh, look at that cue ball.
how'd he hit that one, Mike?
Yeah. Well, that worked out pretty good.
Kind of knows where the cue ball's going here.
That was a pretty shot right there.
All right, does he just go off the end rail now? Does he come 2 rails at it? I'll see what he's thinking here. I mean, if he gets back where he's at, or he wants a little less angle than that.
I think if he draws it back, he might float more towards the 6. I kind of think he's going to run up into the rail. No, it looks like he's pulling it straight back. Yep, pulling it straight back. Almost bumped to 6, but
And leave himself a little, well, he's kind of a little goofy angle there, actually.
yeah, it's not a bad spot, but
Yeah.
he'll get out kind of where he's pointing right there.
Yep,
But,
center table.
yeah, a little bit more of an angle would certainly help. A lot of times us amateur players on this kind of a shot trying to create more deflection end up rattling this ball. Thank you, Mary. We really appreciate that. But when you hit it pure like these guys do, you don't rattle that ball.
Nice.
You'll see that a lot. Like, and I'm doing a lot of ring games and stuff on this, and I do it myself. You don't have much of a deflection angle, so you try to create it, and you try to jam that ball in there. That's where a lot of these tables are going to rattle that ball and hold it up there for you. But when you play at this level, it's like you said, you're aiming for the middle of the pocket. Why wouldn't it go?
Spin around 2 rails here. Come right at the line.
Ooh, he might bump into the 9 with this cue ball now.
I think he'll miss that. Need a little high ball on it.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
8 will go in the same pocket if he gets up above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got plenty of room there to not bump it. You're right. Even if he did, he'd probably still be able to just shoot the 8 up in the upper left.
Slide between that spot and the
Yeah,
8
plenty
ball
of
there,
room.
just
Look
like
at
that. Perfect.
Game looks so easy at times, don't it? Looks so easy.
Until you're in the heat there.
Until you get that cue in your hands, then everything changes.
Well, some people can practice good, but they get in the match or something and the wheels fall off the bus, you know.
Yep, it's a different test. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a different test.
All right. We got,
Ooh.
I heard something out there.
Yeah.
I have the mics off, too.
Somebody was seeing if you have fudge on the menu, I
That's
think.
what I thought they said. All right, 9-3 going to 15.
You guys got fudge now? I'll take some of that with my cheesecake. Oh, boy. So 3-9, race to 15. CR Sportsbar in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. And it's Mark Weaver in the booth with Mr. Jerry Johnson. Niels Feijen versus Hank the Tank Leinen.
Yeah, it was, I was bringing that bucket around and Niels walked over and dropped something in the bucket, Mark.
Nice.
So that was nice. All right, 1 ball, left side pocket.
1 on the
See
left.
if you control that cue ball.
Cue ball will come back across the spot. Pretty standard WNT break. Hey, Tom. Tom Kios from nearby Twin City Billiards. Niels did a whole bunch of exhibitions and challenge matches out there, as you heard Noah alluding to. Coming over here and showing support. As I mentioned before, too, Twin City Billiards had hosted Niels over the weekend for some exhibitions, some group lessons, etc. And we had done an episode on that podcast, as you see on the screen there, with Tom and Nate from Twin City Billiards. A couple great guys, and that venue has expanded and grown. So we're so blessed here in the Twin Cities. If you're not familiar with us up here in the Twin Cities, there is so much great opportunity for high-quality tables, the venues. We're absolutely blessed. It's people like Jerry Johnson, as I mentioned out there, people over at Slate like Dave O'Keefe. I mean, they're providing so much opportunity for us for pool in such a great, clean community. We're definitely blessed.
I tell you what, we got White Claw Willie from Wisconsin watching right now.
White Claw, oh jeez. Yeah, Billy, he might even be able to get to 6 out from him. This might be a little bit tougher to hold this cue ball.
Well, he's just going to go right side
yep.
rail, back over,
turn across.
Leave himself. You know, he was looking on the line he wants to be on for the 5 ball.
I wonder if he's going to hit this with some. It looks like he's just kind of spinning it in and using the cue ball and the English to get him there. Oh, look at this shot.
Came low. That's perfect.
Man, that is nice. Could have got a bad rub off that 6, but as we all know, when you're playing a high-rated player, they never get those bad rubs.
Not when you're playing them.
No. We get them, but they don't. Well, a little bit of a more deep thought on this one here.
I got 9 race of 10 against TG, and he lost.
9-10. Oof.
Is he coming straight out the end rail and out, or? Yep, straight out. Yep. Oh, yeah, hit that one beautiful. Nice
Put that
speed
cue
right
ball just about where he was looking. You want to go a little bit higher maybe, but that'll work. Now, I wonder if he brings that cue ball all the way across or if he kind of holds it in the middle of the table. Cutting it in the upper right corner, yeah, right in that area there gives you a nice 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 rails. I predict 3 rails for shape, though. I don't think you want to bring the cue ball down to that 4th rail on the bottom rail. He may, though, depending on how exactly he ends up on the 7 here.
If you watch him, he does the same thing over and over. Nice smooth stroke. I mean, he sets at the ball.
A little bit short.
He's all right there.
That's a perfect natural angle, though. See where he pointed for the 3rd rail? I think he's just playing at 3. He might have to go 4, though. He's hitting this ball a little bit thinner. We'll see. Thing on the 3rd rail is that the more it comes off that 3rd rail, the more he's going to have a steeper cut on the 8. So maybe going that 4th rail is actually going to be beneficial. Unless you hit it just with perfect speed. Don't have to worry about that stuff. I'm worried about my amateur speed and shape on this, and he puts it where I'd put it if I had ball in hand. Well, I'll just put the cue ball here. Okay.
All right, 10-3.
Niels, if I had ball in hand, 15. I would put the cue ball there too.
All right, Hank.
3-10, Hank the Tank.
Be nice to see Hank break and run a rack here, get rolling.
Yeah,
here
pick up a few. Pick up a few more games.
Now Niels is heading to the Super Billiard Expo tomorrow.
Yes.
Flies out. That's going on. I don't know. Probably starts Thursday, Friday, probably.
Out in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
And I think Noah said that he had won that last year.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, against Kachi. He was going to defend his title.
Yeah, he's definitely all business. He's here for a reason,
Yep.
I know quite a few people got some private lessons from him and group lessons, so that was good. Challenge matches. He might do some challenge matches tonight, Mark.
Yep.
Hank's trying the other side, or didn't he break from the other side before?
Yeah, he was on the same side that Niels was.
Missed it again.
Yep, missed the 2 on the one on the side, yeah.
So on that there, I'm not sure if he needs to hit a little lower on the cue ball.
I think he has to hit a little bit higher on the cue ball.
Is it?
Higher on the cue ball would make the one come
Push
back
that
a little
one
bit more.
squirt back
If
farther.
he hits lower, it'll bring it to the lower side of the side.
Yeah, it's
pocket.
tough on that break because you got to control that cue ball into the side rail and out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hit too high, it gets away from you down the end, but it's a tough break. They got it mastered though.
Sure. Yep. So we were asked in the chat then, Jerry, if he is going to do some challenge matches, if we're going to leave the stream up for that so people can watch.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure if we'll be doing commentary through them, but you
Yeah.
guys, if I get to play them in a game of one pocket, you can see me probably run out on them.
Or you get ball in the hand twice.
6 times, Jerry. I'll get out 6 times. I don't know if I'll get out with ball in hand twice either.
Got a small window to hit here.
1, 2 rails.
Pretty good.
Love using 2 rails for shape.
Yep.
Recommended, as I alluded to earlier, by Rob Matson. Even that second rail, when you play that second rail, it's a lot easier to control the speed coming off that rail and the line coming off that rail. You'll see pros do it a lot. You'll see top amateurs do it a lot.
A lot of times you go in the second rail to come into the line toward the
Yeah,
object ball, too.
it'll come along the line too as well. Right?
A lot of times, you know.
Yep.
All right.
Oh boy.
Got away from him a little bit.
Doesn't go in the lower right corner. You know what, Big Red? I might stick in the booth a little bit, but I'm probably going to have to take about 3 minutes to knock down that cheesecake. Okay, 15 minutes. I don't eat that fast, but I might have to knock down a cheesecake and maybe throw another Red Bull in me, but we'll see.
He's looking to slap this in the right side pocket, it looks like. Bump into the 4.
He might not even touch that 4. He's
Yeah,
got a good
he-
enough stroke. He might go to the rail and take the 4 in the upper left corner. Oh, yeah, he did bump it, yep. Moved it down closer to the 5. Oh,
He
boy.
got a little straight.
Well, he's gonna. We're gonna see his speed control now.
Yep. You have to slide down and play that
Yeah.
5 in the bottom right.
Right there. Yep. Boy, this is a.
Touchy shot.
Yeah, it is. I don't mind if I come up short on this, even punching that 5 2 rails and put it up on that end rail for a safety, but I don't think he's going to have a problem getting to where you want. Oh,
Little
no.
light.
Now we might see the 2 rail safety.
Little light.
The 5 will go in between the 9 7, hit about the 3rd diamond, a little bit above the 3rd diamond on that lower right side rail, and go up right where his left hand is. Possibly. Or is he going to bank the 5? If he banks that 5, then I know I need a few more balls in one pocket. You'll pay for the cheese bread.
He's looking to cut it in.
Cheesecake. I got people wanting to pay for the cheesecake, so I'll stick around. That's a hard offer to say no to. It really is. Oh, Todd, that's funny stuff. Going after my heart with the cheesecake. Oh, and he cut the
He's got
5.
more
That's
money.
right. That's right. He's
More money for the bucket, Mark.
That's
so
awesome.
That's good. I got to put that in there.
That's right. These guys aren't human. Most of us would play a safety, but man, to be that good. One rail.
Let's see. I'm going to pull this out just a little bit.
Is it
Try it
scratching?
right there. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see if that's better. All right, Jeff. I just tried that. I just got
One rail. Back down to the 7. Probably draw this straight back out. And I predict 2 rail shape from the 8 to the 9. Cue ball will
It's
probably.
crazy how easy they make it look on this 9-footer.
Cue ball is going to probably hit it right about that 1 diamond above the right side pocket if he goes to that second rail. It'll release right on the line. Looks like he's coming straight off the rail.
2 rails.
Yep, he did go the 2 rails there, right by that diamond. And release. How's that for a spot? Look what he found right there. Straight in again.
Man, this guy got lucky.
He's getting all the rolls, Jerry.
Yeah, nice out right there.
It's easy to look good when you're getting every roll in the game. Right? Oh, my.
Wait till I,
If I play him now-
tell him what you said.
I know. I was going to say, if I play him now in a match, I'm going to get tortured for that comment. 11-3, Terminator. Showing why he's a Hall of Famer. 5-time Mosconi Cup MVP. 3 years in a row. 2013, 14, and 15.
Wow.
And multiple 14-1 straight pool championships. As Noah said when he was on the stream here, he said feels at times he doesn't really get the credit that he should for all he's accomplished. If you go to like his page or even on Wikipedia and see the tournament, it's a long list. It's phenomenal. What a career.
Now he hit that with more speed. You see that?
Yep. Looks like he'll pick up the rack. Yep. 2 on the right side. 3 should come down here in the lower left corner. And the 4 is sitting kind of nice. You get in that 3, the 4 is really nice. He might even take the 2 up in the corner. It's a bigger pocket maybe. It might be hard to hold that cue ball on this side of the 4 if he takes the 2 on the side. Of course, he has more control than I'm used to calling, so he's going to say, here, Mr. Weaver, take this.
He might even run into 9 or just miss that 9 right now. He followed the line. He knows where he's at here. Look at Mark.
Oh, they brought cheesecake. Oh, my goodness.
Mark,
Thanks, Hunter.
Mark, I'll see you in a while.
I appreciate it. I only need about a minute. Oh, boy, look at that. Now I'm distracted.
Yeah, now I got to get one.
You want to distract me during a match, give me some cheesecake. Shot.
Okay. Roll forward. Got that 5 on the side over there.
Yep, 5 on that side, and I think he'll take the 6 on the opposite side. And then float down in between the 9-8 for the 7. Shot, good pace. And then he'll stay over on that side of the table. And 6 will go to that side. He'll be above the 6 on your screen, so that'll make it real easy to float in between the 9 and 8 if he wants to. He could stay up there too, with his ball making ability. Oh, he got on the other side of it, so he's gonna end up over there. Yep. If the cue ball is up table just about a half a diamond more, you can just float through there. But this
roll forward a little
this will
bit.
be no trouble for him.
And he play this 7 and 2 rails on that 8 ball there for the bottom right, I would imagine. End rail, right side rail, and out.
Yeah, if he goes a little bit long, the 9 might come into play, but I don't think he's going to go that far with this cue ball. 1, 2, yeah, not even close to far. Oh, came up a little bit short, maybe.
Boy, he aims over his right eye. You see that?
That's his only eye he can see out of.
Really?
Yeah, Noah was saying on the stream he's blind out of his left eye, I believe. Mostly blind, so he looks only on the right eye. That's why I was saying we need to get the dominant eye guru on here, Gene Albright, to see what's going on with that. But, yeah, that's what I was told by Noah.
That's amazing.
Much like the Terminator.
Yeah.
In the movie,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he got his nickname
Maybe
from.
that's what it is, Mark.
That might be.
I'll tell you what. Pretty soon you're going to see all these league players playing with a patch on their eye.
I am a genius to put those two together.
Mark's going to put a patch over his eye.
I need it over my dominant eye.
Mark took a little break. He's getting into that cheesecake. All right, let's see what the Hankster can do here. That was nice that Niels wanted to play the exhibition match with Hank here, so we appreciate him coming in. As we said earlier, he's leaving for the Super Billiard Expo tomorrow, so defend his title over there from last year. All right, Hank's moving to the other side now, see if he can get that one ball in that left side pocket.
There he goes. Oh, I thought that was in that time.
Again, he just can't get that down.
Now, are they playing the 9 counts in the break then, too?
You know, they did. I don't think it does.
Okay.
But they didn't say. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they didn't.
So.
I don't think it was clarified, but
yeah.
Typically on a match like this, being exhibition, it would come up, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
So, pretty good looking layout here. just has to navigate around this one. If it falls in, that'd be perfect.
The problem is he's got to come around the 2, and depending what that 1 does, I mean, if he hits that 2 could kind of get in the way.
Yeah, the 2 could get in the way, or you could catch the right side of the 8, and that 1 goes off that side rail towards the 2, and they lock up on each other too. And he got
knocked it out of the way.
Good,
okay, good.
Good.
I was worried he was gonna sit there. So.
Well, here we go, Hank. It's a nice looking layout for you, bud. Watched Hank over the last handful of years, and way mature beyond his years. We talked about that previously in the podcast, me and Noah, but way mature beyond his years. And him and a whole bunch of other junior players are just so matured and champions, at the table and away from it. It's just so awesome. Looks like Hank's getting a little bit of a rhythm right now too. Feeling a little bit more comfortable, obviously. 1-2 rails, 5 in the upper left corner. This ball could go long, making it a little bit thinner cut. That'll work out just fine. Yep, that'll play really good right there. Now he can hold this ball, cue ball, over on the left side there, bring it across in the middle, or go back and forth. I don't like going back and forth in this. I think if he tries to go back and forth, you're going to bring the 9 into play. So center ball, a little bit of outside maybe on it just to kind of help turn the 5 and cozy it into that corner. And then just like that, he did get a little rub off the 9. That's beneficial, but that could have been trouble too. Now, if he pulls this back, he should be able to take the 7 in the same corner and should be able to avoid. He's going to come down to the bottom rail, though, and then get back above the 7. 1 rail, back up, and that is pretty good speed control. Well done, Hank. Well done. Good shot. Good out, Hank. 4-12 now. Niels will be breaking. This is a race to 15 again. World 9-Ball Tour rules, 9 on the spot. You've seen the both competitors playing the 1 in the side pocket. Kind of a little cut break, I guess. Niels has been hitting that left side pocket pretty regularly with the 1 ball. Hank has tried both sides, came a little bit underneath each time. I believe that you have to hit a little bit more up on the cue ball. If you're doing for example, like a carom off another ball, and you need that first ball to go forward, then you hit it with draw. And if you need it to come backwards a little bit or hold its line, then you want to go forward with some follow. That'll transfer to that first object ball. And you got the 1 on the side again. 2's going to come back into play. 3 ball says, I'll get out of your way and make it easy for you. Most of us on the stream, that 3 will get in the way and hide the 2, causing us gray hairs and stress. But when you hit them good, this really goes for top amateurs as well, but when you hit them good, things, good play and good skill leads to good rolls. You end up getting a lot of beneficial stuff because you're not running the cue ball wild. You're not, you're not getting out of control too often. So things are going to roll better for you. His last name is Feijen, and for Hank the Tank, his last name is Leinen. Robert Moa. I know who you are, Lee. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Yeah, Mary, he gets really good outs, and it's consistent, isn't it? I've mentioned this on doing a lot of the live streams for the Scotch doubles matches and challenge matches we have here at CRs, and a big difference from even like the 700s we know around this area to the upper 600s, 600s to the lower 600s, etc. You keep going in that little, gap up and down the ratings. Consistency. It's a common theme. People that play better do the right things more consistent. It sounds simple, it really does. But quite honestly, that's what it is. You see a guy like TJ Steinhaus or Rob Matsons or even like Zach Boss, Tim, all these different guys, 700 pluses, they do things just more consistently. They pocket balls more consistent. They don't get out of line more consistent. And you see also here the difference between necessarily Hank and Niels is that Niels just does things at such a high level of consistency. And it's impressive. Hey, thanks, Dan. We appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. That is awesome. That's awesome. We should be able to put that on the video. Yep, that's nice. Todd, the only one I think I see in house here, and I don't think he's going to play any, is Rob. I don't know if he has his cues with him. I know we're off and running doing some pool table work tomorrow morning, but I don't know if he has his cues here. 13-4, yes, sorry.
Ray,
are you on?
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah,
Okay.
Ray. It's one of the ladies I'm working with at RAI Partnership. She's one of the people who helped me through this process, but that was actually her dog, so it's kind of funny.
Oh no, cue ball got away from him. One almost went.
Hank's
and the cue
in
ball
trouble
got away.
here. Yeah. Anyway, it's one of the people I'm dealing with, so that's kind of funny. That's pretty clever, Ray. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I understand on the eye comment, but all meant in good faith and humor. But it's phenomenal. I mean, literally, I wonder if it's almost an advantage to not have to deal with the non-dominant eye like a lot of us do. I don't know enough on that stuff. I know Gino and some others are well more versed in that than I would be.
All right. Niels with ball in hand here. Wants to leave a good slight little angle and draw back on the 2 for that 3 in the bottom left corner here. And you don't want too big an angle on the 3 because that 4 is right down by here too. So
hey Josh, if you want to find out more information on that Pool Players Perks credit card, we are releasing another episode with Jerry Johnson on the podcast. I'm not sure if Barry's going to have that out tonight or in the next day or so, but keep an eye out for that, and then we go into a little bit more detail about that Pool Players Perks.
yeah, it's coming soon. Coming soon. People are getting tired of hearing about it. I tell you, I keep telling it's coming soon. But
There's a lot of things that have to
involved with it.
happen for that, yeah.
So I am busting my ass for it. I'm really trying to get it going for the players. So
it's going to be a huge benefit for pool when it gets rolling. It's like a lot of things like that, though. It's like I said before. It's like on the podcast. It's a snowball.
Yep.
You start rolling down a hill. It's small, but it just picks up speed. It's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to go that way. Yeah, Josh, no problem, bud. Thanks for tuning in, too. But that Pool Players Perks, just to kind of give a recap, it'll be everything that's spent in charge now will give something back towards the pool.
yeah, every time they use the card, there's money going back into the game. because it's my company, I'm going to put back.
Watch the side. Oh,
He's
plenty good.
perfect. Perfect. Walks around, checks his angles, see where he needs to be. That's one thing the amateur players don't do enough, Mark, is they don't walk around the whole table. They stay behind the cue ball.
Yeah.
Behind the cue ball, you don't see what he sees right here.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. Even on some of the simplest things, he still goes around, just takes a peek, make sure. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, there's a big difference between being slow and being methodical, and I love methodical pool. Taking a peek at everything, just making sure.
Yeah.
It helps you be a lot more consistent.
You stay behind the cue ball, you get a lot of trouble.
His pre-shot routine has been consistent too.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
there's so many things that players of this caliber do right. Some are tough to emulate, but some we can emulate for our level of play.
I want to give a shout out to Ray Hansen, Pool Action TV. He's the one that set me all up on this live stream a few years ago, and he's a big help. He got the sponsors on here, and
yeah, thanks, Ray.
Yeah. So Ray, we're doing something with Ray on the pool player perks card too.
Yeah.
He's going to offer something for the players that want to get
Gives me an opportunity to babble every Friday night for a couple hours. Talk pool. I love it. Thanks, Ray.
14
So what
to
flavor
4.
is this cheesecake? Is this
turtle cheesecake?
turtle
it's called,
cheesecake?
yeah.
There you go, Big Red Turtle. So when you call in with an order,
Where's Big Red from?
That's the one.
Who's Big Red, Mark?
you know that's the thing. I'm so bad with names and remembering who it is. I'm supposed to know who this
All right,
is.
it's Big Red.
I might lose a viewer if I.
If you butcher the
Big
name.
Red, identify yourself. I am so sorry. I don't remember my name half the time.
I
so.
put you on the spot, didn't I?
Yes,
Sorry,
you
Mark.
did. Right under the bus.
Just threw him under the
Here's
bus.
one thing, though. I am a big speed bump, so bus is going to take as much damage as I will. Vinny from Minnie checking in.
Cisco cheesecake from Carbonis. You are
Cisco.
correct, Big Red.
Vince Garciaheimer. True Shims. Thanks for tuning in, Vinny.
Boy, he gets that one ball.
Yeah.
Gets that ball going
consistently.
to the side. All right.
Oh, look at this now.
Might have our first push out. I don't think no one's rolled out,
I
have they?
think there was a push earlier.
Was
I
there?
think there was one, yes. Yep.
I might have been busy running around.
Yeah, he did a push out, and there was a 1 and the 2 were kind of hid behind each other up in the upper left area. There's one push out. And Hank passed it back to him. True Shims, yes. He's going to tie the 3 onto the 6, maybe?
He's going to push out to a jump shot, probably.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, no, he miscued on that, I think.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he was trying to do
He's smiling.
He's
He wanted to go farther.
Well, it's easy to crack a smile, too, when you're up 14-4, but that's good to see that emotion. That was good stuff right there.
Craig Jazanowski says the winner's got the 8 ball. You better bring some money and
Yeah,
come
you
down.
better stop at that ATM, Craig.
Yeah, he kind of smiled. He knew he just kind of he just bunted it out there a little bit. He turned around, smirked, and Hank just went, "Go at it."
Oh, cue ball off the table.
All right,
That's
Hank.
$1 in the cup off the counter. That 4 ball is tied up. That will not go in that pocket. So you can move it. I might shoot that 2 and put my cue ball behind that 8 ball and move the 2 down by that 4, giving me a better opportunity to open up that 4. Perhaps Niels will kick at the 2 and open the 4 for me. I don't know. I don't have the ability where I would try to run out from here, though. I think I would play it safe off this 2 again. Because you technically have Niels on 1 fall right now. Why not 3 fall the guy? Right?
Well, Hank's going to go 3 rails around.
I think I would have played it safe on there, but I get Hank, wanting to let it try to run it out here too. But
yeah, might as well get after it, Hank.
There is kind of a little medal that you'd carry around, though, that you 3 fall the Terminator, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Well, that'll work.
Yep.
If I can hit balls like that, I won't play safe.
Heck yeah, that goes in the upper right corner, looks
Yep.
like. They're a little touchy when they're just a little off angle and close like this, though. It's hard to judge sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of amateurs, and, lower in the ratings would be a little bit worried, maybe even a double kisser on this ball, but should be just fine. He can also, he might even be playing a safe off this ball, yeah. No, he tried to make it. And like you said, it just floated a little bit outside.
See, now he pushed it that way and had a little twist on the ball. You know what I mean, Mark?
Yes, yep.
So it did have a little spin on it, didn't go that way.
Yeah, and if you're offline on your aim and you put a little bit of English on there, the longer that distance is, we all know it's going to start going. It's almost like if you're, trying to go square in something, if you're 1 foot away and you're a quarter inch off, 10 feet down the way, it's an inch or so, over an inch. Look at that.
Yeah, they jumped the ball so well.
Yep. 5 on a back cut. Or does he bank this? He might have a hard time holding this on a cut. So we might see this cue ball get let loose a little bit here. I don't feel he'd play this 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 reels on the upper end of that 6 ball and bring it down to the low right. There is a path there for that, though, to go around the 8 ball with the cue ball and get up above it.
And he might do it,
Yep. Boy, we pick up those guys real good.
They're right
Oh,
under
he did
that mic.
hold it. He did try to hold it.
Oh, wow.
Upper Scotch bracket, I believe, still needs 1 team.
Yeah, I think there's 2 teams short, actually.
2 teams short now, okay.
Dan Sterling, I'm going to start pushing that now.
Dan
We're getting
and,
down farther
Winston?
on this one. Dan and Winston are playing. Then there's
Did they back out or they
no,
still?
they got back in. And I believe Doug and Dennis are getting in, so I think we might be short 1 team, I think.
Doug Carlson and
Yeah.
Dennis Strong? Okay.
Yeah.
Parlaying their winnings at Canada.
Yeah, I
this
see
last
that. Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
I suppose they win it out there and say, hey, let's go in that Scotch doubles. Much respect, you two. Awesome. They're a good team, too. They play well together.
Well, I got to talk to him. Yeah, Scott
Okay.
Barrett asked if there's room. But so Scott Barrett and
Scott,
Jason
their
DeJoy
agent?
play this Friday.
Is Scott their agent?
Yeah, he might be. So we do have Scotch doubles matches this Friday, 2 matches Friday, 1 on Sunday at 7 o'clock
Yep.
after the Masters.
No, Big Red. I think my days in that are past. I can play well on that. I mean, we've had great matches with my partners, but it's just for some reason that format, I end up just laying some eggs sometimes. And I just don't think that's fair to my partner or myself. But I lay some eggs up there. Yeah, crap the cot, whatever you want to call it. But I show more of my lower end of my playing ability than my upper ending. So I feel much more comfortable up here in the booth on those Friday nights. But I played with Hank a couple of times, played with Josh Wallstrom a couple of times, and we're knocking on the door a few times. But
It's different under the heat out there, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. Different than playing singles, that's for sure. Good out,
All
Hank.
right, Hank.
Well done. Good out. That is well done there.
I'm surprised there's some of that cheesecake left. You're slipping, Mark.
Well, I think it was mad at me for sitting here just looking at it.
You better get after
it.
There we go. We'll put the big sponsors up on there. That looks kind of good, doesn't it? New sponsor on the stream, What Now in Pool, the podcast. So check it out. Monticello Auto, O'Keefe's Collision, Auto Body and Paint, and CR Sports Bar. We will be having, Steve Brand got on there too. We will be having Pool Player Perks on here shortly. 14-5 going to 15.
Man, that cheesecake, though. Bundy's bought me so much cheesecake, I wonder if Wanda's going to start thinking about us, asking questions.
Hank's been struggling getting this one ball to force in that left side pocket there. He's coming short every time. Just like that,
yep,
every
just
time.
Short. Yep. He might not be hitting enough of pop on it, too, though. More of a psh.
I'll have to
You
talk
notice
to
how
him.
it comes
We'll
in and then
figure
it
that
goes
out.
down to the bottom rail? The cue ball's kind of getting away from you. Notice how when Niels breaks, that cue ball goes straight over to the side,
Yep.
comes back across. On Hank, it goes over to the side, comes down to the bottom rail.
Yep.
So he might also be catching too much of the outside of the one ball.
Yep.
So then he's got to get enough square to carry him into that side pocket. I think that's probably what is happening more than anything. He's just catching a little bit outside of the one ball. That would explain the one ball and make it down to the bottom rail too.
All right, so I don't think can he see it, or is the 6 got him?
Yeah, I don't think he can make it. And I tell you, if he kicks off that side rail, it's a really good chance to scratch up there too. I might go off the end rail here with some left English and kick and stick that one. The one goes off that side rail to the right of the 5 and comes down here on the bottom rail by the 7. And what you do to kick and stick, you go outside left a little bit on the cue ball. He's going to do a push. He's going to put the 4 up there by the 2-9. And I think he might even, or tie up the 9. Oh, 4 goes. That's a tough ball to do there. And I will say this too, and this is my opinion. A kick and stick there on the 1 is a solid, pretty much defensive play. But I kind of appreciate Niels not just flinging at it, with a 9-game lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of players have tendency at this point, especially if you're in a tournament or something, might be just to fling at it and, well, I got so many games lead. But Niels is still playing like this is like a 5-5 match. And I got a lot of respect for that.
Yep. Hank wants to see what he can do here.
It shows that he's taking it like a pro should. Everything matters. Me, myself, I'm up 14-5. I'm slinging at that one ball, right? That's why I'm in the booth and not playing. But there's class to that. I really respect that he's doing that.
He's playing hard.
Yeah, he's playing his game. It doesn't change because of the score. Oh, look at that shot. It doesn't change because of the score. He's still playing the same way.
Now Hank will get locked up real bad here.
Now watch him just fly the 2-9 after I gave that little speech. He just rockets that 9-5-6 rails. It'd be like a ring game shot now.
Just lets her buck.
Yeah, just fire it. Mach speed.
Hank's got to get stuck here, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he could thin the 1 and roll just past the 4 and push the 2 over to. Yeah, I think he has enough of the edge right there. But he might think
unless he's worried about hitting it too thin and maybe clipping that 4 and having the 2 come out.
Yeah, and he might think the 2 will come out anyways, right? Now it looks like he is going to kick and stick. No, he's doing our shot. I kind of want it for fun. Want to watch him just fly that. But that would be so disrespectful at this point,
No, he's playing like he's playing for the world title raider. He's after it,
Professional. He's a pro. Much respect on that too. He hasn't changed his game because of the score. There's a shot.
Yep. Yeah, there's something to be said about that. The pro athletes, I don't care what they do, Mark, if they're flipping coins, playing tiddlywinks, or doing whatever, they want to win.
They take it. It all matters.
I'm telling you.
It all matters.
They got a different mindset.
Yep.
Than the average player playing in leagues here tonight.
One of the biggest compliments I had years ago when I was coming up as an A, then a double A, and into Masters, was being told by my teammates on an M8 team that I take it far too serious. And I said, my aspirations on this are different than yours. So what I did is I started treating it as everything matters. Some people would say it takes it too seriously, but now I'm a Masters player and I've improved my rating because of it. I think there's a lot about that. There is a point to where it is too serious, but I've always told people that have come over and asked for advice or anything, it's like, if you're going to come here and bang balls around and you're just banging around, you're hurting yourself more than helping.
Yeah.
Make sure things matter to you.
All right, he's got another.
Play with a purpose.
He's
shoot
got an edge of it
here.
Yep, absolutely. He's got a little edge here.
I think he might try to get behind that 6. Or how about, like, froze on it? Oh, this is a good try. Look at that try. Now, if Hank can see this too, he can cross bank this and get pretty dead shape on the 3 ball. That's if he can't cut that ball on the side. Thank you, Mary. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Natalie, thank you. I agree 100%, and I got so much respect for that. And it's like we're saying, that's really a sign of a professional. It doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter, stakes or anything. It's just the same game is going to be brought to you. And that goes again, I think, about consistency. A lot of discipline and consistency, and it's very impressive. And again, I think it's very respectful too. Oh, he could make it in that pocket.
Wow. Okay. Good shot.
I'm surprised that ball would go. Wow, what a shot though. I wonder how that 4 moved. That was.
What's that?
That 4 moved weird though, didn't it?
We had a little twist on it.
That was a good hit, yeah. Because when he hit the 2, then it moved the 4.
Pushed the 4 up, yeah.
Man, what a shot!
I just got to come 2 rails here, get out.
I thought for sure he might cross bank that, but that's again why I commentate and I'm not playing.
Uh-oh.
Got to come back
Get out.
across.
Get out. Okay.
Just enough there. Cue ball.
I like how we did that, though. We didn't. If he tried to go 2 rails, just the right rail, left rail, sometimes he did it too easy.
Yep.
You know, he made sure he got out center. That's good.
You're going to see this go back and forth across the table, too, I believe. Go over to the right side rail and come back to the left side of the table. He's got to get going, though. We laid off on that just a little bit.
Get off out there.
Yep. Had to come all the way across.
Yep.
That same distance he is from the middle of the table, he wanted to be on the left side. But it's understandable. It's hard enough on this table to make balls, let alone play that precision.
This table's
shape.
tight. 4 1/4, but it seems tight. Tighter than that, it seems.
Yep. And I think when I play it, it even goes tighter. I don't know
Well,
what you do in that
tighten the
office.
screws a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
there's something that you do in that office makes them pockets even tighter for me. I
Nice
don't know
shot.
what it is.
That was a nice stroke.
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
a really good ball.
A little straight here, a little flat. Look at that shot by Hank. Nice shot. Now don't get dead straight.
A little bounce.
Oh, of course.
Nice.
Of course you got straight. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
He should be able to get over on that 8, though. That's not an easy ball going up that rail, but he's probably going to be down maybe a half a diamond off that rail if he can get it that far off that rail. The more you try to get this cue ball off the rail, the more likely you can jam that 7 ball in the pocket or rattle back and forth. Yeah, you got to be careful. And it might be possible, too, where if he goes forward with this, he might end up catching that left point of that bottom corner pocket there with the cue ball. I don't think he'll scratch off it, but it'll kill him down in that area.
He's just going to roll this in, make sure he gets a shot on the 8. That's what you want to do.
He might get about a half a diamond off the rail, though. Nope. He
just want to make the shot. Yep.
Good idea.
Get a shot at the 8.
Yep. Now, me, with my ability, I don't pocket balls like him. I'm keeping the cue ball back a diamond more and playing it safe off the 8 from a little bit more in the middle of the table. I don't want to shoot this ball. I don't have this in me. Man, did he hit that ball good? Wow, what a
great
shot.
Shot right there.
That was beautiful.
Now stay down and poke this ball in here, Hank. Nice stroke.
Hey, Nick. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. All the way down there in the great state of Texas. Good out.
Good shot.
Yeah, good out, Hank. Well done.
Right, Hank.
Well done. That calls for a bite of cheesecake.
That was a pretty good sized cheesecake tonight, too, you got. All right, 14-6 going to 15, everybody. We want to thank the sponsors for this event. O'Keefe's Collision Auto Body and Paint, What Now in Pool, Monticello Auto, and CR Sportsbar. All right, watch him break here, Mark.
Yeah, Mary, that was a good out, huh?
Yeah.
What a shot on that 8 ball.
Great out.
The one on the side.
Yep, it's been going
Look how solid that
every time.
that stance is.
Yeah,
look at that. I think if you went to the side of him and pushed him, he wouldn't even tip over. In fact, I would probably tip over. He's that solid of a stance.
Well, that 6-8's tied up.
Yeah, not an easy
3 balls
chore
down here.
Yeah, not easy chore getting down to this 3 ball. Not a real easy safe on this ball either that I see.
Thank you, Shania.
Yeah, there's really not much of a safe that I see, but I'm definitely going to learn something on this shot. I think he's going to roll it in and just come back down for the 3, though. And be careful you don't run into that 6-8 off that end rail.
Oh, try to pound it in.
Yep. Tried to jam it in there, didn't he?
Pound it in. He got down here, too.
Got fortunate on his leave with the 2 tied up there. You know, if I could get all rolls all the time, I'd probably be an 800 player, Jared.
How's that cheesecake, Mark?
Cinnamon rolls. It takes so much to play at this level. It's so impressive. Man, is it impressive. And I'm as much as he's done in the Moscone and other events, I looked at his tournaments that he's won, and his straight pool wins is phenomenal. That is so impressive. So impressive.
Well, cue ball leads down to the 3 ball. This could be trouble for Hank here with Niels on 14.
Should be able to avoid the 8.
Yep. A little
high
high ball.
Target area down there.
Yep.
He may end up
Actually,
down.
his tangent line brings him right down there, actually.
I wonder if he's going to go down to the rail and come back off of it.
Probably.
Yep. Float it down and come up.
Yep. Then you can put a little more stroke on it.
A little bit more stroke. You can hit it more firm. Not hard, just more firm, right? You can stroke it. Stroke the ball in.
Now, does he
Such a difference between us amateurs.
He's looking at, is he going to try to pinch this and come out, or is he going to go in between them? He's going to probably just play a little low and then go out.
Yeah, because the 4 does go in the lower corner, too.
He's coming out here.
He's going to go in between the 4 and 7, right?
I think he's going to draw it out there, center table.
Yeah, very nice. These are laying.
Yep. They're laying pretty good right there.
Pretty good, yep.
Well, I'm going to grab the microphone
all right.
in a second here, Mark. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in here. If I don't get back in, we're going to hopefully have some challenge matches after this.
Sure,
But
and we'll keep the stream up,
this is looking like
too.
he might get out here, so.
Yep, they're laying pretty good here. And Niels Feijen from Netherlands, lives in Denmark now. Again, a 5-time Moscone Cup MVP. Multiple tournament wins, Hall of Famer. Won the Moscone Cup MVP 3 years in a row, 13, 14, and 15. That is remarkable. This is, again, Mark Weaver in the booth commentary. Jerry Johnson is grabbing the mic, heading over to the table. Podcast in the lower left corner of your screen there, What Now in Pool. We're going to have an episode with Niels. He's going to return back home, so it'll be maybe a month and a half down the road, but we have him committed to an episode. And we did a little bit of one with Jerry today as well about the pool player perks. So a lot of good stuff going on. Wow, used all the pocket there. Used all the pocket. When you go with that little bit slower speed, that ball will most always drop. If you hit that a little bit firmer, Come back, 8 in the side. And curious how he plays this. If he goes low left, he can go up to the upper end rail, bring the cue ball over to the upper left side rail, and then shape the 9 in the upper right corner. He could also hold up on it a little bit and play it in either side. Or go 1, 2, and how about straight in the corner? That kind of works too. Man, oh man. Yeah, Todd, great experience for sure. Gotta love it for Hank. He's got such a future ahead of him in pool and in life itself, and this is just another step forward for him, for sure. And there it is. 15-6. Niels Feijen over Hank the Tank.
World champion right here. Give it up for Hank Leinen. Good job, kid.
What a fun match.
The fans loved it.
What a fun match. I really enjoyed and honored to be able to sit on this. I hope everybody out there enjoyed this match. I think they're going to leave the stream up for some of the challenge matches, but it's Mark Weaver in the booth, and just blessed to be a part of this. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll leave the stream up again for the any challenge matches that are coming up.
Anybody
But
wanna play some challenge matches there against Niels? You got
a lot of hands went up in the room, so he's going to be here shooting a little bit. Hey, you're welcome, Chris. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And thank everybody for the support. Thanks for the support with the podcast as well. And Jerry Johnson, man, you're the best in the business. And once again, you're just defining it with the fundraiser. Pool Perks card coming out for the credit card. There's so many good things happening for Pool, and it's great to be a part of it. You guys and gals out there, we're such a great community. Pat yourself in the back. Much love for everybody, and I'm going to finish this cheesecake here and go mingle a little bit, but much love to everybody. Be safe out there. Take care of yourselves.